great many conundrums.
Debate. In a television studio in Washington on August 28, 1963, a small group from Hollywood, California joined to give their own personally held views of the civil rights gathering which took place on that day.
That the American dream has been achieved at the expense of the American Negro.
And one of our problems is that there's been a kind of denial.
It is better to settle these matters in the courts than on the streets.
The motion before the House tonight is the American dream is at the expense of the American Negro.
Words often get in the way of what we mean to say.
Too darn outspoken. And she's always raising questions. She never keeps quiet.
He'll take his chair and the debate will begin.
I think we all at this table, and many more people than that, share that dream.
I became interested in the civil rights struggle out of a necessity to survive.
Well, civil rights are something that I inherited, or at least a struggle for civil rights.
Like most Americans, I expressed my support of civil rights largely by talking about it at cocktail parties, I'm afraid.
We are all, as human beings, filled with anguish and hatred and fear.
Never as intensely, however, as it exists today.
And the times ahead are just as difficult as the times behind.
But if we do not achieve this dream, we have no future at all.
Do you believe we will achieve it?
I certainly believe it.
The American community, almost everywhere you go, a great many conundrums, treats him with the kind of unction.
Why should the black man need some legislation to prove that he's a human being?
The only country in which it is necessary. This is the frustrating thing.
Of the kind of satisfaction.
And this country has not realized its potential. It has not even begun to scratch its surface.
And posturing carefully for his flagellations of us. If you're good, we may let you become president.
In a time that is so urgently now.
That indeed, quite properly, commands the contempt.
Democracy, freedom, justice, equality, and all that stuff that they teach us in school.
In the ebb and flow of human events, these things come and go. Conflicts of this kind come
Why
and go.
didn't he say this when all of these sit-ins and
How
freedom
are
rides
we
were very
going
peacefully
the
going
kind
on in
of
the South and in other
humiliations
parts
that
of the
are
North?
perpetually visited on members of a minority race?
One thing you might do, Mr. Buckley, is let them vote in Mississippi.
Some sort of radical solutions on the basis of which the true problem is excused.
See, as long as someone is giving you something, he can always take it back.
A great many conundrums. What, in fact, is it that we Americans ought to do?
That the best way to solve the problem is complete separation. Destroy the basis for a struggle and eliminate the grievances.
What he does is destroy a truth and invent a history.
Once we change the structure under which people live, people began to act towards each other in a more decent
a country of our own where we can go and stand on our own feet. It's better to settle these matters. Not have to continue going to court or wait for some politician from the street for another 102 years to prove that we're
I applaud words for what words are worth, and those were good and beautiful words.
Stop dreaming this dream and wake up to it. Because this dream was put into very precise words.
These are the times that try men's souls.
Never as intensely, however, as it exists today.
Sunshine patriot and the summer soldier will in this crisis shrink from the service of his country.
We face, therefore,
But
our
you
as America.
will earn the love and thanks
They
of
cannot be
man.
met by repressive
See, as long as someone is giving you something, he can always take it back.
You see what the great many conundrums.
You see what
Let me put it this way, that from a very literal point of view, the harbors and the ports and the railroads of the country, the economy, especially of the southern states, could not conceivably be what it has become if they had not had, and do not still have indeed, and for so long, so many generations, cheap labor. I am stating very seriously, and this is not an overstatement.
Ebb and flow.
This thing has got to be
There's always an ebb and flow in history. One country is up, one country is down. One
It's
development
been
is up.
cozy to think of it, Marlon, as the Negro question.
That's right.
It was the Negro dream.
I don't disagree with that.
You know,